Alright, in this video I'll be showing you how to run and compile and run C and C++ exploits. C and C++ exploits are the most popular exploits out there, and the majority of them are made for the Linux platform. So I'll be showing you an example in Ubuntu, a popular Linux distribution. I'll also be showing you how to run those same exploits in Windows. So now if you were running and compiling C files in Windows, you'd be using some of the most popularly known compilers such as Microsoft Visual C++, Borland, and Dev C++. All the links are available in the handbook. There's a couple of Mac ones, Mr. C, Mr. CPP, and the most popularly used Linux compiler is GCC. That's the one we'll be using, or I'll be using to show you as an example today. Alright, so I'll open up my Ubuntu desktop screen and start. So the first thing we'll be doing is installing the development packages and all the libraries and headers needed to compile C and C++ scripts with GCC, so we'll be able to run the exploit. So go ahead and open the terminal, and in the command we'll be using is sudo, and what sudo does is give you administrative privileges, so you'll be able to install these packages. And then apt-get install build essential. apt-get is the package manager for Ubuntu, and it's installing the build essential package, which has everything we need in it. So go ahead and click enter, and it'll ask me for your password, and it'll start downloading and installing. Now that you've installed the required packages, we can go ahead and compile and run the C exploit code. So follow the link in the handbook, and you should come up to the millworm.com page with the exploit for Barrow FTPZ remote rooks exploit. So we'll go ahead and select the whole code and open up terminal and open the VI text editor. So type in VI, and now we have to set it to insert mode so that we can paste the code in. And so click Shift I. Now we can paste the code. Now that we're done pasting it, we click Escape to exit insert mode, and go ahead and use the WQ command, save and exit command, along with the name of the file, exploit.c, since it's a C file, and click enter. Now it's saved and exited. So to make sure everything went well, use the ls command, the list command, to see all the files in the current directory, and there it is, exploit.c. That's what we need. Alright, so now that we have it saved, we can compile it with the GCC compiler. So use the GCC command along with the name of the exploit file, exploit.c, and it should compile it and not show any errors if everything went well. So enter, and it's done. Alright, now that it's done, we can go ahead and run the exploit code. But first let's click the ls command, ls, and it lists all the files, and look at that, we have a new one, a.out. Now that's the compiled version of exploit.c. That's the one ready to run. Basically, in Windows terms, it's the executable, the exe file, but in Linux, it's the a.out file. So to run that file, we use the // command. That's saying that run the file in this current directory called a.out, and bam, there you go, Barrow FTPD exploit. It's telling you how to run it. So basically, the usage is a.out and the options. So you would use it like this. Oh, let me fix that real quick. A.out. Alright, and the usage, so H, and you put in the host name here, and then target, you put target right here, and then you O, and you use the offset, and then you would hit enter, and it should run it against the server. Basically, I'm not running it against any server, but if this was a real server, it'd be running by now. And as you can see, connecting to host, it attempts to connect to the host. That obviously is not the right host, and it says get host by name, unknown host. So basically, it couldn't get it. This function here basically takes a URL like google.com and gets its IP address, which it runs it against. So basically, that's how you run a exploit and compile it, a C exploit in um, Linux, or pretty much the same in Windows. But in Windows, you'll probably be using a GUI compiler like the Microsoft Visual C++. Now let's look at running Linux-made exploits in Windows in the next video.